I do think on my next retirement watch, we're doing Batman versus Superman now. I think I'm going to retire both of those.
Yeah, that was another one. All the Snyderverse, because I did have an inkling to try to rewatch Man of Steel, and I threw it on, and I immediately went to James Gunn's Superman and was like, I'm good.
I will never watch another. And I love Christopher Reeve. I will revisit him to see Christopher Reeve play the role. But just watching it again, I was like, I think I can retire these. Batman 89 and The Dark Knight will never be retired.
No, they live forever. Yep.
Yeah. They will always.
Batman, Dark Knight Rises, that one's almost done. I want to give the Christopher Nolan universe one more watch because I did love them. And Batman Begins, I'll still watch that one. That's a good workout movie, background movie. But Dark Knight Rises will be retired after this final watch.
Yeah, I get that. It really ended poorly. It was a problem.
It wasn't even that it ended poorly. It was the fact that it was a fizzle. And that's the part that kills me is you have pop. You have two of the biggest pops, and then you wind up with a fizzle. And it's like, damn it. It just, I don't know if it was too long. I don't know if the story got too convoluted. I don't know what happened with it. It just didn't do the thing.
I can tell you exactly what it was.
Please.
Christopher Nolan made a commentary on Occupy Wall Street when everybody thought that the people who were occupying Wall Street were idiots. And so he made a movie where Batman teams up with cops and beats up people who are trying to expose the corruption.
Yeah. I mean, there it is in a nutshell. That's actually a really good way to put it. Yeah.
When you see, and listen, I get it, but you made the cops the sympathetic characters. And I'm not saying that's not a good angle to take.
Sure.
But literally, it's people trying to, and like, I'm not saying they aren't doing it in a terroristic fashion. I mean, they want to blow up the city.
Yeah, that's kind of a terroristic fashion, but you know.
Two madmen want to blow up the city. The rest of them are like teamed up with them. Fair. I don't think they all want to go.
I don't think they were all aware of how deep the other one's hatred was.
And some of the city joined up because they were, but all they talk about is the immense, through all three films, the immense, what do you call it? The corruption going on, especially by the officials. So at the end of that movie, I get Batman has to be on the side of law and order, but you've been fighting against these cops for so long. And now there's a even bigger conspiracy that you were all a part of. It should have been handled differently. I know you had to stop Bane and you had to stop Talia, but that was not a good look for them, like against the Occupy Wall Street and what was going on, especially everything we know now. It's like, maybe should have rolled up like that with the police. Maybe we should have got a bat army or something. Or like bring the people of Gotham to try and take the city back.
I think that would have been way more effective is if he and Jim Gordon worked towards unifying Gotham, you know, because looking at, just because that was their job doesn't mean that wasn't who they were, genuinely good people. It doesn't mean all of them were bad, just because, you know, yes, there's a ton of corruption all throughout, but there's a way to get through that. You know, there's a way to work through that and a way to rise up and show a joining to come together, not just, well, we're just going to team up with these same guys who are just, they're a little less worse than these guys.
Yeah. Or like, even like the cops can be there and such, or keep the cops trapped and the town comes together. The city comes together, you know, something like that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like it was just, it was a very fascist look. Batman storming in with a police state.
Yeah.
And I'm not making any, it's just for the movie, but at the same time, like it did not look good. Like if police were barreling down like that, you know, or get on riots and stuff like that, but it's an intimidating look. Now you add Batman rolling, it's not a great ending. So I think it was just, I don't think it was a well thought out conclusion to this whole story.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
And I'm sure things changed after the Joker, Heath Ledger died and such. So it's just one of those things, you know, but I guess rewatching it one more time is not so bad. Matthew Modine's in it at least.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it's one of those that another rewatch doesn't hurt, but I agree. There are definitely movies that need to be retired.